Brave men and women who are serving over there is let us win.
Do I get the most money from active duty officers, military personnel?
We have Mr. Giuliani studying tonight.
The weapons had been found, and you would admit that they were there at some point. Saddam did have.
Yeah, when we gave it to him.
You remember the Great Depression. The Great Depression occurred because there was not liquidity in the markets. If we had a gold standard, it would have made the Great Depression even worse. It would have been greater.
We didn't have the Great Depression before the Fed. The Fed gave us the inflation of the 20s and then the Depression of the 30s.
This guy speak, RonPauled, you know that he's not a racist.
Ron Paul, who is still on national television talking about a trans-international highway that some secret forces are planning between Mexico and Canada, that is a figment of his imagination.
The superhighway will hurt our national security. It'll open new avenues for illegal immigration.
A lot of educated black people are saying, no, he's not a racist.
A figment of his imagination.
A 4,000-mile network of new toll roads with truck and car lanes, rail lines, pipe.
Is he a racist? I really don't think so, no.
A figment of his imagination.
NAFTA-related highways and highways that would increase our trade with Mexico.
In fact, Rosa Parks is one of my heroes. Martin Luther King is a hero.
Your performance. Here's, well, who am I? Why am I here? And in the Daily News, of the critics who say, why is this guy in a Republican debate? If he wants to run as the Libertarian.
Well, I would ask you why you pick out 3 when I could find you probably 1,000 that contradict exactly what you say. I would say that I'm more Republican than they are. Libertarians are incapable of being a racist.
System that was ensuring the stability of our financial markets. And now we have the Fed, and it's been pretty successful for the past 70 years.
Representative Paul?
Well, I would say stability. I would say stability. I would say stability. If that's what we see today, stock market up 400, down 300, financial bubbles bursting, housing bubbles.
Global companies that are coming in and having their way with our politicians and making sure that this kind of an international corridor happens, doesn't matter what it does to the people in the past.
A figment of his imagination.
Its opponents, presidential candidate and Texas Congressman Ron Paul.
And I think he is a distraction in the Republican primary, does not represent the base of the party, does not represent the party. This is the chairman of the Republican Party in the state of Michigan, who says, among other things, he thinks you don't deserve a spot on the stage.
Why do you pick that statement that has been discredited and removed? The chairman of the Michigan Party now has withdrawn that. He has given up on that. Why don't you let the people decide? Why do you want to eliminate democracy? Why stomp out the grassroots candidate and only reward those with $100 million that get money from the special interest? I am getting the most number of black votes and black supporters, and now that has to be undermined.
Representative RonPauled are not racist.
All right, I'm going to go over this really fast here. Debunking the quote RonPauled is a racist myth once and for all.
He is racist about nobody.
Look at Obama's voting record. I mean, he has voted to, not to end the war. He has voted to finance the war. He is every bit as much of an intervention. He wants to send more troops into Afghanistan. He wants to broaden the military. So I think it's a fraud what he's talking about.
All interested in seeing what happens with Barack Obama in this election?
Yeah, I've been looking at this dude RonPauled, man. You know what I mean? He's been exposing a lot of things that need to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's...
RonPauled! Live a constitutional